Franchise consultancy, the next big opportunity. Not everyone is meant to follow the crowd. Some are born to lead, to guide, to unlock potential. Imagine a world where businesses thrive because of you, where entrepreneurs take their first step with confidence and established brands scale beyond imagination because you showed them the way. Welcome to the world of franchise consulting. A $5 trillion industry is waiting. A booming market where demand for expert consultants is soaring high. India's franchise sector alone is growing at 30% annually. Over 1 million businesses are looking to expand, and they need guides, experts, and consultants like you. Being an independent franchise consultant means more than just a title. It means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs start strong, supporting business owners in scaling up, enabling profitable exits for those ready to move on. With 27 years of Franchise India expertise, a global network of brands and investors, and a program designed for professionals like you, IFC is your gateway to success. This is not just a business, it's a movement, a career, a future. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be the guide, to lead, to grow? Become an independent franchise consultant. Be the guide. Grow with us. Franchise India.
Okay, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Sajid Joy. I'm the business head at Franchise India. Well, it's good to see a nice amount of participation for this webinar. And we'd like to thank each one of you for taking the time to attend this special webinar. Now, this webinar is special because this opportunity is coming to you from the House of Franchise India. It's also special because some of you are getting the opportunity to align with Franchise India as an independent franchise consultant. Now, talking about Franchise India, we've been in the business for the past 27 years now, and we're currently operating in 14 countries and 97 cities in India. To put things in perspective, for your benefit and also to understand the Franchise India business model, I would request our CEO and director to take this session forward. Over to you, Mr. Bhatt. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid. So welcome everyone. Good evening, and my name is Sanjay. Today in this webinar, we warmly welcome each one of you. Today's webinar, as we said, it's something special because this opportunity is coming from Franchise India, because we are running more than 20,000 businesses as of now, and we are selling franchisees for across brands. But this is special because this is what we all own. It's our brand. It's Franchise India with legacy of 27 years in this business. And now we are very successful in this business because there is none outside Franchise India who would do the same business, or there is none outside who will claim that what we are doing today. So today we have not only domestic brands with us, so we have also international brands, which are more than 300 international brands. And we are very glad to share that we also have taken new initiative last 1 year that we have also invested in a lot of brands which are global brands in India. So today we have 47 brands in India, and we are master franchise of this brand. Because just to tell you, we started in 1998. The first of the international brand was Subway, which we got in India. Then we got McD in India. We got master franchisees for these brands, but because we were startup that time. So now we have grown, and we are also now the legacy brand in India. And what we feel today, we want to create our own brand portfolio. So today we have 47 global brands which are outside, not available, only exclusive with Franchise India, because we have invested as master franchise in India, and all further franchisees will be going through Franchise India platform. So just to give you some understanding, what is Franchise India? Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business platform. And IFC is a consultant, is an advisor, and is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. Now, what is our business? I can give you some understanding about our business. I'll simplify. we have largely three businesses. One we called as investments. So we help investors for selecting the right opportunity for every investor. Every investor is unique because you come from a different markets, having a different profile and experiences, and also have a different investment portfolio. So accordingly, these three fitments, we help in selection of the right opportunity for each investor. Second, we help in scaling up. So would mean that scale up would mean we help businesses in terms of scaling up their business. We help them to develop the franchise network across nation and outside India as well. And at Franchise India, as we say, that you are getting franchisees through us. We are helping you to find and select a right opportunity. Now, later on, if anyone who feels that I am not able to continue with that, what will do this? Or you are running a business and you want to sell that business, what you will do? There is no platform outside. So we also have created a platform for this. We called as Business X, which is resale. So we also help in terms of selling your current business, selling your franchise, which you have opted earlier, and find a new buyer. So to exit out of your existing business, we also help. So investments, scale up, and exit. So these are the three businesses we largely work, and in this we have very very large network today. That's why we claim that nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India. So because we have a large network in 97 cities, and now we are 14 countries, and now immediately, if you say the latest news is, we also have taken now initiative in the 15th country as well. So we are now having 15 countries presence with the same model, which is independent franchise consultant model in India. It's in 97 cities we have network in as franchise consultants, right? Now, what is the franchise business today? If we talk about why we are looking forward for more partners to join us, because of the industry, because of the industry is growing, because consumption is growing. When consumption is growing, that would mean franchising is growing. Today, if you see and check what you consume, what you consume on daily basis is coming from a franchise company. Anything you consume, you can check right from the morning, which is milk products or bakery products to start with a day, then kids going to school or wearing clothes or going to salon or anything, what you consume as a service or as a product is coming from franchise company. So there's a humongous opportunity next 20 years because now India is a very, very hot market for global brands to enter. And that is through Franchise India only because Franchise India have three companies, just to give you understanding. In India, we are obviously very famous and well known as Franchise India brand because we do around 200 events across cities. That's why people know us. Everybody know us with Franchise India. So for international market, we have company Friend Global. So Friend Global is our international arm of the business, and it is also market entry for global brands. Any brand who have to go through to any country and they want to expand in other countries also, so they have to go through Franchise India because Franchise India platform is only platform through Friend Global, which would help them to expand in other countries and also would help global brands to enter India. Third company we have is FriendCorp. FriendCorp is a consulting company, which is 49-year-old company, which is world's largest consulting company. So what they do, they help companies to get into franchise ready. So they will get you ready for franchise and make your business model and financial model, all collaterals and everything. So get you ready for franchise. Even if there's an international brand looking forward for India as a market, they also have to fine tune their business model as per Indian market. So that's all we do. So these are all three companies all together. We are world's largest today, and seeing the understanding and seeing the growth in franchising, which is now $5 trillion industry. It's a humongous opportunity for all of us. So we are looking forward for like-minded professionals, franchise professionals. We are talking about management consultants, real estate consultants, or any financial consultant, or any other kind of a consulting business you do is highly complementing this business, a highly rewarding business, which is zero risk and very, very low cost opportunity. And that's where we are organizing this webinar today for selecting the right partners to become the partner with Franchise India. So if I can give you some understanding, because you will see our on panel, we have our leaders also today. And with our leadership, we have further teams further down the line who are further helping our independent franchise consultants, our teams throughout the cities and throughout the markets, so that we help them initially to handhold them and then take them through and make them independent. So today we have with us, if you have already, Sajid has already initiated, he has started this webinar and he is in Bangalore office. He takes care of all Karnataka plus AP Telangana, and then he also has responsible for the international market. So this webinar is live today in not only in India, it's in other countries as well, wherein Sajid would be talking to all the guests who are from outside India as well today. We have Shakti Vel, and Shakti Vel is coming from a very, very large experience, and he is there in Chennai. He is running his team there in Tamil Nadu, which is Chennai, in our office, along with Kapil. He is also in the same team and working with all IFCs day in, day out. We also have Dipankar Mishra. He has joined us from Gujarat. He takes care of from our Ahmedabad office. We have Anurag. Anurag has joined us from East, which is in Kolkata. Harmandeep has joined us from Chandigarh. He is taking care of North and up North. And from North as well, from our corporate office along with me, I have also Mukul who has joined us, and he is there in Delhi corporate office. So rest we have also Ajay is also join us. I can see him is also on the call. And further, we will give you some understanding further in this webinar, largely three things. First, we'll discuss about industry at length. What is franchise industry, how it is looking like. And before you select any opportunity, it can be this as an IFC, or it can be any other franchise opportunity or business opportunity. What is important to have in your mind? How you can select. Second, we will also discuss about journey of Franchise India, how we have started the journey. And third, we'll discuss about the complete business model of this independent franchise consultant. We'll run a presentation and we will give you some understanding about this business model about IFC, and also the monetization model, how you can become part of us. And then once you join, then how your growth cycle will remain, and how you can make money out of this, and what is your role and responsibilities as an independent franchise consultant. So in this webinar, another very, very important part is that we do not have any opportunity wherein you can talk to us direct. So my humble submission is that don't raise your hand. Use the Q&A box. So we have a Q&A box in this. You can share your question in the Q&A box, and we also will give you some understanding as we talking about Franchise India as a journey, what we do, what we are. We also would like to know who is there with us today and what is your profile, and how you can also become partner with us, which city you are coming from. So we have one also question which is there for you, which we will in between ask you. So only you have to use the question and one option along with city name and put it in the Q&A box. So we'll take all your names, and we want to know who is there, what is your profile. So there will be different questions and different options. Please choose your option and put it in the Q&A box. And in between, we'll start and we'll give you some understanding about this opportunity. And in between, you also can use your Q&A box and share your thoughts and share your questions also in this. So now I was talking about this opportunity. So as I said, considering the humongous opportunity, we are in this webinar looking forward for like-minded people to join us. As we discuss franchising overall, if we talk about worldwide, it is $5 trillion industry. And $5 trillion industry would mean that there's a humongous opportunity in this. And if you are aware, franchising is a revolution, which we always talk about, because Franchise India is very, very responsive company, because we work with investors hand in hand, helping them in selection. So it's a revolution overall, and it is the biggest market consumption driver in the world today. If you see in US, everything is franchised, everything. And that's what Franchise India chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, also spent a lot of time in 90s there in US and got this concept in India, because there was no concept in India like franchising. There were few companies, Aptech, Jet King, they were very, very old in franchising, but it was all silently done. But they have no capability of getting into market and opening a franchise opportunity openly, and other people were taking it as other people money. It's your borrowing money. So there was no platform as such which was created, and no company was openly doing franchising. So as we say today, it's the biggest market consumption driver in the world. It is also the biggest concept ever to start a business, because if you have understanding that you want to start a business, either you can start your new brand, which is very very difficult. Everybody would not be able to start your own brand. So the best part is you get associated with a proven business, which is a successful business, and take a franchise, take a partnership with that brand, and get associated and follow the process and systems which that brand has already created. So it is also, as I said, biggest concept ever to start a business, because starting your brand is very very difficult for everyone. So it is better to you get this association or partnership with some successful brand. So if we'll talk about in US, in America alone, it contributes to one third of the consumption economy, and contributes the multi-trillion franchise economy only in America. If you draw a parallel line with established economy like India is going to be, it would be similar as India is supposed to be, as we are talking about now $3 trillion consumption, and it is going to be this way in India. So India would be phenomenal growth. India would definitely see a phenomenal growth, as we say today, because it's a hot market for all global brands to come to India. And just to give understanding, today we have invested in companies from Vietnam to Vienna to Hong Kong to UK to US to UK, and also from UAE. All these companies who are, even in Korea. So it's a new concepts coming from Korea to India. It becomes very, very hard opportunity for them. And this is because we have an obvious reason, because of the growth in India, population in India, consumption in India. So these brands are looking forward to, enter India, and that's what Franchise India is getting, that opportunity to get these brands in India. And some of the brands, when we see the scope of brands across, and we feel it's a phenomenal idea to invest right now in terms of master franchise, and then the whole network we will start from Franchise India. We build the network for them in franchising group. So that's wherein we feel that it's a highest and the largest consumption country today, and wherein we help these brands to come to India, because they are looking forward for India as an expansions, and great opportunity for us as a consulting company to help them to get investors for these brands and business, right? So today we are second largest franchise economy already, and most of you know already, because franchising in India is growing now. So we are already second economy, and second biggest and largest franchise market for franchising. So that's wherein we feel that it's a great opportunity for Franchise India to create more hands, to create more partners, to create more like-minded people with us, who would help investors to find out the right option to help them in structuring the right deal. So before we go further, I'll give you some understanding that Franchise India do also have another company, another vertical, wherein we also have a media house. We run 3 magazines: the Franchising World, Retailer, and Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a US-based magazine, which is the highest business selling magazine, and we are also publishers and distributors for India and Asia for Entrepreneur as a magazine. Uh, Next is very, very important, that if you are looking forward for starting a business, how you will make your mind, how you will select. So what are the points, key points wherein you can talk about? So today we are talking about why you join Franchise India. So you have to make sure that these are few very, very important points before selecting any opportunity. First is industry. Which industry you are going for? So when you are selecting an industry, you also have to see the growth. What is the growth and how this industry is growing? So we are talking about joining Franchise India would mean franchise industry. So what is franchise industry today? It is $5 trillion industry. We are talking about everything is what we consume is coming from franchising, and that's why the industry of franchising is going to be the relevant for all of you, maybe, or some of you, to choose as a industry. Second is business model. You have to check business model. What is the business model you are going to invest? So our business model is very very simple. We are working with two banks or two communities. One side we have investors, one side we have brands. So what we do, we match make. So to match make, you need to have one side, you need to have investors. So we give you investor database, investor leads who have showcased interest in some brands. Plus, we give you brands which are already with us. Then new brands also we can get onboarded through you, through anybody else, and that's also available for you. So we give you leads, we give you brands, we give you training, and we give you events, and we are everything to promotional activities and everything we make it for you. So the business model is very, very simple. In other businesses, you will see there's a 40, 30 lakh rupees minimum investment, and when you get payback out of this, it will take 3 years time. So in our business, it's a very, very low cost and rest all done by us. No office needed. You don't have to invest in the office, and it can be work from home. And also, we will give you some understanding that you can use our office also full time. So there is nothing that you have to invest in this. Third is financial model. What is the financial model in this? How you can make money? That's very important. In this, we have two communities and we onboard both, we service both. So we have broking business and we charge brokerage from both sides. It's a very, very amazing business because we are matchmaking and we do take the broking and brokerage fee from both sides. Fourth is sustainability. Is this business sustainable? Like business has to be viable, sustainable, and scalable. Is this business sustainable? And you will see we are only company in India for last 27 years. Now it's a very, very successful and very established. There is no company outside otherwise. Now you can see when you join Franchise India, would mean that you are joining market leader. There is no one outside here and there. And that's where it is sustainable because next 30, 40 years, you will see franchising even is growing. So in India, it's been 27 years, but we still feel franchising is yet to start in India. So it will take time. And now next 30, 40 years are 100% there for franchising because everything you will see around would be getting franchise as a model for growth and for expansions. Next point is social impact business. Social impact, this is social impact business. What we do, we help entrepreneurs, we help investors. So what you do is we promote you as a as a as a specialist who is helping others, right? So what we do a lot of marketing and branding and awareness through social media, and you become the influencer in your city that people will interact with you, get in touch with you because you are helping investors. And who are you in city is your Franchise India. So anyone whom you get into business will always remember you and will further help you to get more connections, to get more references, and then you become influencer in your city so that everybody would know you are one how to start your own business specialist. And then we will also have we will organize an event because we are doing around 15 20 events every month, every city. So suppose there is a new city which we launch or new partner which we get on board, and we will also do in that city a complete franchise show that would also create a lot of impact, which is obviously social marketing today is very, very interesting, and we do a lot of marketing in that, and we will make you as a brand. So how to become a brand is something very, very important, and social media is obviously helping us all through. Next point is risk. What's the risk in this business when you choose this? Other businesses, if you choose, it's 30, 40, 50 lakh rupees investment, payback maybe 3 or 4 year, and it's always a risk because either you take a larger business and take a established business wherein investment will go maybe 1 CR, 2 CR, but accordingly, return on investment would be accordingly because it will take maybe 3 years to recover your own money. Our business, we have a different ROI. It's not return on investment, it's a return on involvement, return on intelligence. Would mean you are involved into this business, and second is intelligence and your knowledge, because our business is knowledge business. So we are giving you full knowledge about the brands and training about the brands. So when you become specialist in this, would mean it becomes highly rewarding for you, and there is no investment you have to do further, no office, as I already said. So no risk involved, no in property investments and nothing. So it's a zero risk. We are saying on forum, we are saying it's a zero risk because it's a very, very low cost and very highly rewarding, which can be in one lead, one deal, one day you can get and recover your old money. Next point is constant growth. So is there any growth which we can see, right? Is there any growth as a consultant? You see, So if you give an example, our chairman, Sir Mr. Gaurav Maria, 26 days he is traveling. He is traveling to other all cities. He is traveling across globe, and he is having, every city going. And why he is going? Because consulting business is about meeting people. And when you go, you meet, you get a lot of new concepts. You get a lot of knowledge to you. So everything, every day, what we do, we add on to your experience. We add on to your knowledge. That's what this business is all about. It's a knowledge business. So there has to be constant growth. So every day you meet new investor, you meet a new brand, right? So you get a lot of new insights, which is helping us in terms of further investing in other ways, right? So you need to invest on yourself in terms of knowledge, and we also help you. Every day we will give you a one brand training, two brand trainings, or sometimes three also. So constantly growth is happening on your knowledge, and that is where it's very important in this business, because it's a consulting business, and more practice you do, more knowledge you get, and more business will come to you. And there is nothing depreciation. There is nothing depreciation. It's all appreciation, because consulting business is the only business which appreciates every day as long as you invest on your knowledge. Right. Next point is ease of business. Is there ease of business? Is it difficult? Absolutely no, because it's very simple. As I said, you don't have to take office. Where are you, which city you are, which maybe you can take other cities also to work, and very, very easy because we give you investor database, and everything is on the online Zoom or Google Meet today, and you can get your investor on, you can get brand on, so you can just get connected, and our team will be supporting you. So that's where it's a very, very easy to work and very easy to get through, because we are having brands available every time to come on the meeting, come on the call, and to help us to get this understanding from the brand. But being a consultant, we also have knowledge about that brand, wherein we filter first. We filter the investors. We take your understanding that which investor is looking for what. We give them the PPT presentation. We give them some understanding about that brand, and then if we feel it's a selected one, and it is we it's a filtered one and suitable for that business, and then we will take it to the brand and get a one-on-one meeting. Next point is support. What is your support expected through this business? So what we call this as most, MOST, most. M means mentoring. So Franchise India, we have mentoring every day. We mentor our IFC partners every day. That's what M stands for. O stands for opportunities. We will give you opportunities, and these opportunities are available already with us across cities, across country, and across categories, industries. So as per the investment requirement, we have an opportunity. As I said, for every investment, every investor, we can get a dream project and dream business for every investor, and get that deal done. So opportunities are with us, and these opportunities are on daily basis coming to us. And there are new concepts which are now evolving, which were earlier not into franchise, and now they are coming into franchise, like agro business. It was never a franchise. AdTech business, digital marketing business, and there are a lot of other businesses, direct to home business. It was not franchising earlier. So these opportunities have now evolved, right? Pet care business. It was not there as franchise. So it has become the hottest market now for franchising. And these are opportunities which we add on every day in our kitty. And we have today more than 1,100 brands which are exclusive with us. Exclusive would mean only we are selling franchises for them. And we are very happy to have in this brand portfolio, Reliance brand portfolio also with us, Tata brand portfolio. Even we have recently, there's a brand which is Aditya Birla has launched, which is in jewelry business. That's Indriya. So I was not recalling that name. So it's Indriya is the brand, and they have also launched it as COCO model, COCO, which is company owned, company operated. And now we have got them on board, and we are also helping now investors, franchisees, to get an opportunity to invest in this brand. It's a 50 CR opportunity, but this opportunity was not there earlier. Now it is with us, the hottest brand today in terms of jewelry as segment, if we talk about. So in our business, we also, next part is very important. That's constant training. As I said, we do everyday trainings, and we as a module have got 3 days IFC meetings. Monday, 8 o'clock in the morning, which is on Zoom. Wednesday, 8 o'clock on Zoom. And then we also have Saturday, 4 p.m. on Zoom. So all our IFC partners will come together and we give a lot of training on products, a lot of training on the brands. So this constant training is happening, constant training, because our knowledge is going up and we have more knowledge with us. Obviously, we will have more investors with us, and then we will do more business accordingly. And as far as last point is concerned, which is which company and which business you are joining. Is it startup? It's established, or there is some legacy. There are some jewelry businesses which are 100-year-old businesses. Obviously, they have got their legacy. There is a startup business. A lot of startups are also there. But when we are talking about Franchise India, we are having that legacy with us. We are having that experience with us, which is 27 years, and 27 years how we have created this, and why there is no other company who have come to this category. Why there is no other company in franchising? Only because Franchise India have focused on this and created this platform wherein we have opportunities and build this opportunities. Not easy for anyone to have these 1100 companies agreements with you, which are ready for franchise, and we are exclusive partner for this. It's not easy to have 47 global brands today as master franchise owner. So we are having 47 master franchisees available, which are nowhere available outside. So this was a piece that how you can select an opportunity. Now there's a question for all of you, which we want to understand that who is there with us, because don't want to keep it as one-sided, but we want to know who is there with us. So there's a very simple question, and there will be 4 options to it. And that 4 options, I'll put it in the chat box also. So what you have to do is, please use Q&A box, and you have to give us answer with your 1 option or 2 options. And if you are multiple businesses, so you can use multiple options along with the city name. City name is must. So P stands for professional. If you are a professional, you're working already somewhere, please use P and along with your city name, and put it in the Q&A box. If you're a business owner, use B and with your city name. If you're a management consultant, you can use MC, because that's a complementing business. So please use MC along with city name. Then if you are looking for a career change as of now, so that's a great opportunity today, because you are looking for a career change, and this may be a good option for you, because as a career change, you would not be interested to invest huge or bigger payments or bigger investments. So this can be a very, very low cost for you. And also use city name. So please, I would request everyone to be interactive, because consulting business is all about interaction. More you interact, more you get understanding on this, and we will make sure that we take your name, because you have given us enough time. We respect your time, we respect your answers and making interactive. So we'll take your this thing, and in between, I request Sajid if you can just have our presentation also ready, so that we can give you some understanding about the business model, which is next as IFC partner. And in between, I can see Karishma. If it is Miss Karishma, so welcome. First one to go, congratulations. The first one, you are P from Bangalore, so you are a professional already from Bangalore, very hot city. We have office. We have Sajid here, and this is from Bangalore. We have office also from Bangalore, which is there, and which is there at MG Road. So we have very, very successful partners already from Bangalore, very old rather partners from Bangalore. We look forward to have a discussion and meeting, and we can explore together. So welcome. Anjali ji is there. She is Anjali Tiwari. She is looking forward for change the career as of now. And I would request, somebody has also raised the hand, it is Mr. Chandrasekhar Singh. So I would request you to use Q&A box, not to raise the hand. So we welcome Sridhar. He is P. He's a professional. Please write your city name as well. And then we also have Sumit Sharma. Mr. Sumit Sharma is a financial consultant. Great. So this also use your, please send us your city name in one answer would be good. You are from Indore, so great, great market. We are looking forward for partner in Indore. It's right now open. And from Hyderabad, we have Mr. Sridhar. He is a professional. Hyderabad, of course, the entrepreneur city. We have a very large market in Hyderabad. Our office in Hyderabad. Rather, we have an event also in Hyderabad on this 31st. Please feel free. We can discuss and we can invite you to our show. And we have a one-on-one meeting over there. It is on 31st, wherein we have all the partners would be, all IFC partners would be also part of the show, because for them only we organize and invest all this money to give them a platform wherein everything would be done by us. So look forward. Okay, then we have Surutji. Surutji is BOMC. Okay, he is business owner and management consultant from Tum Tumakuru. Okay, so this is very interesting. So please, Chandrasekhar ji is asking, chat is disabled. No, sir, you are already writing there. So wherever you are writing this chat is disabled, there use your answer. This is the right place. And same Q&A box, please send us your details. I am visible to you. Chandrasekhar ji, we are not, we cannot see all our attendees in this because it's a webinar. So we will not be able to see you, but you can please use, and you have already given us MC. You are a management consultant from Delhi, and all management consultants, my suggestion would be and request, you can write a little bit about your consulting business, what you do. Somebody has said education consultant, and somebody can be a financial consultant or a real estate consultant. So you can use that and please share with us again. And Delhi is our corporate office. So Mr. Chandrasekhar, we would like to host you. Our office is in Surajkund, just exactly at the behind of Taj Vivanta, and that's our corporate office. Rest all regional offices. So if you are in Delhi, we can catch up in our office and we'll take you a tour to office and discuss this further. Mr. Sahil, he is also from Gurgaon, very close to us. Mr. Sahil is a business owner in Gurgaon, so we welcome you also. So please, most welcome to our corporate office, which is Surajkund, very, very near. Mr. Pritam Singh ji, he is from Batinda. He is a professional trainer and business consultant. Super. This also business consulting is, and you are a trainer. We do train every day. That's what it will definitely help. You are a professional. If you are looking forward for new opportunity, this would be definitely a great opportunity for you. And we also have a lot of other people who have shared your details, and we have Mr. Dr. Vijay Kumar. Chat is disabled, so please use the same. So it is not, chat is not disabled, so you have to use the same and share your details. Mr. Chandrasekhar's peak performance coach and business honors. Welcome, welcome. We will meet surely. So look forward, sir. Look forward. Vijay Kumar ji is also from Delhi. He is looking for a career change. So Vijay ji, we also welcome you. Anytime we can have a discussion post this webinar, and we can also have meeting in our office. Mr. Satyash, sure. So chat is disabled for me. My name is Satyash, sir. We can understand. Yes, you are writing this now. Share your option. And same, we are there. So now I have worked in GCC about 27 years, CFO, CEO as a group companies. Welcome. It's a great opportunity for all of us now to discuss with you if you are looking forward for India as a market or you are looking forward for any other country. So we are very open for GCC market also because we do a lot of work. Recently, we organize an event in Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and now we have done Malaysia, we have done already Sri Lanka. So we're going to now having a lot of events outside, and GCC countries also on our top priority and very hot market. Yes, we are going to there. And Satyesh Shivarji is writing both, so welcome. Still, there are a lot of people who are writing further, so we wait and please keep on writing. Use the Q&A box, and we will also take your name. In the meantime, can see there's a PPT. We will take you through some slides of this, and because we will give you some understanding about the business model, that's very important. So in this, we're talking about what is franchising. The first slide saying what is franchise. Franchising is a $5 trillion industry. What we consume today is coming from franchise company, and you can check what you are consuming every day. It can be service, it can be product, and see where it's coming from. Even we are using two-wheelers today, which is EV segment, is also coming from franchising. Even charging stations to charge your vehicle is also a franchise company today. So at your doorstep also, you are receiving your courier on daily basis or someday is also coming from franchise. Today, Zepto, Blinkit is delivering their products in 10 minutes. It's also coming from a franchise company, and Franchise India have done Zepto also, Blinkit also. Even if you are getting, through Swiggy and Zomato, it's also a franchise concept. And we're very happy that we have created the first dark kitchen model for Zomato is created by Franchise India. And today everybody knows that. So the rest is history. Even Oyo concept is also developed by Franchise India. So if we see franchising all over, what you do, what you consume, what you eat, what you take as a service, it's all coming from franchise company. Next slide, please. Franchising by sector. So if we talk about sector wise today, so everything is, as I said, is franchisable today. Now, right from anything in food. Now, food is a master category. What is in food further is subcategory. Go to further subcategory, that's also franchise. Like in food, you can go cafe, you can go a takeaway, you can go to fine dining, you can go to bakery, you can go anything. So these concepts are subcategory. Then there is a subcategory further, and all are franchised. All are franchised, and today, if you see tech-based companies are also now coming into franchising, agro-based companies are coming franchising, pet care coming to franchise, and automobiles now coming to franchise. In auto, we did automobile sector. We did first project of Reliance GOBP petrol pump, and that was the first project which we did. And all GOBP petrol pumps was done by Franchise India, and we have also one F&B brand which is B Cafe available, which is with Bharat Petroleum Pump. So Bharat Petroleum Company have created another opportunity at all their Bharat Petroleum stations. We will now open a cafe which we called as B Cafe. So this is a tender which we have already done, and we have got all this contract with us everywhere throughout India. It is based on their requirement because they give us out, assets wherein we are looking at as of now. So we have some assets in Bangalore, some assets in Punjab, some in Hyderabad, right now available, wherein we have to find a investor who can invest in this. And it's only 20 lakh rupees an investment with the small model, and then there's a 80 lakh rupees model in the bigger investment, bigger format, wherein Bharat Petroleum is also investing equally, but they are looking forward for someone who can be part of them. But there is a lot of screening and a lot of filtration happening. Who can become partner with Bharat Petroleum? Obviously, it's a very, very big game. But Franchise India consultants, Franchise India team would help our investors. If someone is interested for this also, we filter it, and then will specific locations we are looking forward for partners. Even hotel chains, and you will see a lot of bigger clinics and hospitals. They're also into franchise, right? Because these are different models. This can be a FOCO model, and because these clinics and hospitals, if you don't have experience, you will not be able to run. That's why this is a FOCO opportunity where an investor would only invest and managed by the company direct themselves. We have Tata Chroma also with us. We have Zodio with us with FOCO model, which they are offering. And Tata Chroma is also a very, very hot opportunity because what Tata Chroma does is that they don't, sorry, I'm sorry. So Tata Chroma do not give, operations to anyone, because this is very, very important for Tata to maintain the service point of it. And they want to give last mile delivery also, same, which is at every outlet, because they don't want anybody coming in and operating and not fulfilling their, requirements. So that's why they have kept all the operations in their hand, and offering an opportunity for people to invest for the right-minded people. Well, yes, there's a lot of screening again, a lot of filtration. Who can become the partner with Tata and who can become partner with Reliance is also what we do. So we create a profile of the investor. If rightly investment is there, profile is good, then we take it to the next level. And there's a lot of filtration and profiling which we have to check, and a lot of forms to be submitted, and then we get this completely done. Next slide, please. All right, so this is a tablet. What we do is we are offering you tablet. So tablet means when we onboard any partner, so how we are doing it piece, and then what we are offering to you, how you can work with us, and what you get. So you will get a tablet. We have short form tablets. So rather, tablet stands for T is technology. So we give you CRM. All the leads, all the brands, and all the information will come to you in the CRM. We maintain that. And we also give you Franchise India domain and email ID, which obviously will represent you as Franchise India, and that you will use every day. And we are also giving you access to our offices, which is A stands for access to our offices, which we have. And suppose someone, there are a lot of from Delhi and Bangalore, I can see, and you can use our office in Delhi full time, and Bangalore, you can use office full time, or any other city you are in, you can use our office full time also, and part time also. You can get your clients having all the meetings in our office, and team will also help and support. B stands for brands. So the day you join, so we have 500 brand list ready for you, but we'll also create a brand portfolio because you are coming from some background, some city, so which are fit for your city, fit for your market, and obviously for your taste and your experience as well. So we create your brand portfolio accordingly. But otherwise, this brand list is ready. You can work for any brand, and as far as the investment requirement is coming, you can also give this brand to and make that happen. So we have every category today with us. So as per the interest of the and need and requirement of the investor, so we help to design and create and select right opportunity for every investor. L stands for leads. So lead would never be a constraint. Earlier we were charging for it, but now we have enough leads. Around 35,000 investors do touch base with Franchise India every week. Every week. So there is no constraint on the leads because we have enough leads. We need more hands. Even if we have 10,000 independent franchise consultants today, we will not be able to service a country like India. It's very, very huge. Very, very huge. See the demography. We cannot. But otherwise, if you'll see every investor, and when they are looking forward to start a new business, definitely we need a consultant, need an advisor, or need a expert because it's very risky. You have no idea about how to choose and how to select. That's where Franchise India would help, and our consultant would help. So every investor need a help, need a consultant, and need a mentor, and need to guide who can help and rightly invest in the right brand. So we are not having any constraint on leads. We can give you 50 leads, which are minimum guarantee leads every month. Rest would be all brands you select, and we will give you brand oriented leads, which are being done through the marketing. And we have a lot of marketing budgets every month for brands, and we generate new brand leads and give it to our partners. And you have your choice of which city you want to take. Like somebody who said, I am in Delhi, but maybe he is from Karnataka, maybe now settled in Delhi. So you can take Delhi NCR, wherein you are right now. You can take also Karnataka. You can take Odisha. You can take any other city also, wherein we can give leads. And we are very comfortable in giving extra leads also every month. E stands for events. We have around 15, 20 events every month, because when we onboard brands, we have to service them. And when we have to service them, would mean that we have to get investors, do a lot of meetings, and get the brand deals done. So for that, we organize these events. We call it a mega front match event. It's a franchise meet wherein we invite brands who are looking forward for expansion in that city. So this weekend we are also having in Chennai, and then next weekend we also have Chandigarh. Then we have got Hyderabad also coming up. We have a lot of events coming up. And recently we have finished an event which was in Delhi. I think some of you may be knowing about it. It was in Yashobhumi on 17th and 18th of May, which is the world's largest franchise show. World's largest, where we have 47,000 investors who have visited in 2 days. And these are all paid. 4,000 rupees was the entry fee for each person. And this is very, very important. And there was some offer going on, some 2,000 to 4,000. There was a ticket which was to be taken in advance, and that was a show about. So it's a serious people, serious business buyers who have come to the event, and a lot of business was done. We had 75 IFC partners all across India who have visited that show and were there in this show, and we arranged everything for them, a platform for them, opportunity for them, and staying and everything was arranged from Franchise India side, because you are giving your time. Your time is very, very important as a consultant, because consultant's product is time. When you are giving time, we don't work free of cost with any brand, with any investor. So we have complete understanding and a business model, how we work with all of them. So, but this event is very, very special because this is an arrangement wherein we invite investors, we invite brands, and we as consulting company and people, we interact in between and we make the match make and we do these deals happen. And these brands whom we invite, they're 100% on board with us. All franchising which will happen in this event will be done through Franchise India only. Next is T. T stands for training. So there's a 3-day extensive training program. And this training program is there in the corporate office. Rather, we have just finished today, third day of the program, which was 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Every month, we have 3 days training, which is led by our chairman, sir, himself. So it is an extensive training program, which is there in our corporate office, wherein every product wise brand and company and structure and everything will be given. Plus, we have also a lot of leaders there now for different companies are inside. So we interact with you, give you some understanding about what all we have. And best part is for our IFC partner, all these separate companies opportunities are also available for our IFC partners to sell their franchises and make money out of this. Next slide. So I'll invite my friend Sajid, if you can take this slide so that we can give a little more understanding on the proposed structure of IFC, what's the growth ladder, how you join, and then how you can take the growth on this. What do you?
Absolutely. Thanks, Sanjay. Right. So am I audible?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
All right, yeah. So, see, there are four different growth levels that you'll be growing, or rather, getting promoted to as you, once you join, Franchise India as a consultant, then you have these stages that you'd be going through, right? And so when you start off as a consultant, you'd be at a basic level, and that's where we call this as the IFC. So it stands for the Independent Franchise Consultant. So this is an entry level, and therefore, the moment you register with us, you would be, known as a IFC, an Independent Franchise Consultant. Now, for you to get to the next level, that is to get promoted to the next level, which is the IFC Elite that you see here. So here we are expecting you to do a certain amount of revenue. Now, how this revenue is generated is through this concept of matchmaking, right? So as Sanjay was talking about earlier, your role as a consultant would be to matchmake between the investor and the brands, that we have got with us. And when you do that, there's a certain amount of, commission that we get, from the brand side, and of course, even from the investor side. And that would, add in as your revenue that you're bringing into Franchise India. So if you're going to be doing, say, in a year, if you're going to be doing a revenue of about 15 lakh, or if you're going to be doing 15 deals in a year. So every time you close a deal or you match make between the investor and the brand, that would be termed as a deal, because there's an agreement that happens between the investor and the brand, and they would eventually go about signing the deal. And once a deal is signed, that would be recorded against your name. And in a year, if you're going to be making 15 deals, or if you're going to be making an overall revenue of 15 lakh, then you'll be promoted from the basic IFC level, you'll be promoted to the next level, which is the IFC Elite. And then from here on, if you're going to, and you continue doing your matchmaking, you're adding more revenue to yourself. And then when you reach a stage where you're making a revenue of around 50 lakh, or if you're going to be making around 30 deals in a year, right? So then you would get promoted to the next level, which is from the IFC Elite, you would get promoted to the IFC Pro, right? So that's the third level of growth that you have. And then as you continue adding your revenue, and then you reach a stage where you're making 1 crore above, revenue, or even if you're doing 50 deals in a year, then you'd be at a master, level. So this is the highest level that you'd reach. From the basic IFC, you went on to become the IFC Elite, then you came to the IFC Pro, and then eventually you've gone on to become the IFC Master. Now, there are various benefits, that you get, as you get promoted to these, various, levels, which, we will take you through the following slides, right? So this is the growth ladder that we have, set, for our consultants. And this is also, made in a way that it would motivate you to, generate more revenue, of course. And, when you see the growth and there's a certain revenue, percentage that, keeps increasing as you, go to these levels. So that would also motivate you to further, bring in more revenue as well. So this is how it's going to be in terms of your growth ladder at Franchise India, right? So let me go on to the next slide. So this is the payout structure that we're talking about, right? So this talks about as to what is going to be your revenue, in terms of how much you'd be, taken with you and what part of it would be retained by Franchise India. And if you look at, these columns, the first column talks about the product. It's a product or service that we talk about. It's the IFC Elite, IFC Pro, and the IFC Master, which I explained in the previous slide. And I'll be talking in this slide, I'll be talking about what is going to be the kind of revenue that you'd be generating for each of these levels and for the various services that we offer. So when I say services, if you look at the second column, there's an IA, then there is an IS, there's a BS, and then the third column, there's a BD. Now, these are the services that we offer to our investors and the brand. So I'll take you through, each of these services as well. So firstly, you see an IA. IA stands for investor acquisition, right? So which means that, this is to do with you acquiring investor. I'll come to as to how this is, taken into account. And then the second service is the IES, which is the investor servicing. And then third is the brand servicing, which is BS. And lastly, on the third column, you see the business development or brand development, either of that. So let me start with, what an IA means. Now, see, when you talk to an investor, when you have, educated the investor about what Franchise India does, and, you've given them the basic detail about, how to go about, setting up the right brand for them or finding the right brand for them. Now, the investor is going to be interested and he's going to ask you as to, okay, what's the next step? So that is when you would propose to the investor that they're firstly supposed to register with Franchise India. And that is why we call this as the IA, which means investor acquisition. You are acquiring that investor, right? So that's the first, service. And then the second service is the IS. IS means, once you have onboarded or once you have got the investor, with you through this IA service. Now, the primary role or the job of a consultant here is to ensure that you're doing the matchmaking between the investor and the brand. And in this case, you're firstly going to help this investor find the right kind of brand. So therefore, we're calling this as investor servicing because you're going to help the investor find the right kind of brand. And there's a certain fee that we charge for this. I'll come to that, in due course. So this is the investor servicing, that we do here. Now, the third, service is the BS, which is the brand servicing. Now, what this means is that, see, obviously, when you do a matchmaking between the investor and the brand, you're firstly helping the investor find the right kind of brand. And at the same time, you're helping the brand find the right kind of investor as well. So that is why we call this as a brand servicing, BS. And lastly, there's something called the BD. BD stands for business development. This is to do with, bringing a new brand on board. Like we've got 18,000 plus brands that are listed with us. Now, for a new brand to onboard with us, we've got something called as a BD. That's called the business development. I'll come to, that again in some time now. So now, if you look at, I come back to the column 1, which talks about the product, then you see an IFC, and against IFC on the second column, you see a 40%, then IFC Elite, you see a 50%, IFC Pro, you see a 60%, and IFC Master, you see a 70%. Now, what this means is that, see, when you joined Franchise India as a consultant, when you're aligned with Franchise India as a consultant, then you, as I was talking earlier, you would be at the basic level of IFC. And here, you would be at a certain revenue share percentage. Because, what we do here is when you're doing, a certain amount of business, with Franchise India, or rather when you are aligning yourself with Franchise India. Now, there's a certain revenue that you'd be sharing with Franchise India for every a deal or the revenue that you close. So at a basic level, you'll be at a 40% revenue share. What it means is that when you make a certain revenue, then 40% of that revenue is going to be your share, while Franchise India keeps 60%. And as you grow, or rather get promoted to the next level, right? When you come to the next level, which is IFC Elite, then you would be at a 50% revenue share, which means whatever revenue that you generate, you get to keep 50%, and 50% is retained by Franchise India. And then you go to the next level, which is IFC Pro, you would be at a 60% revenue share, which means then Franchise India only gets to keep 40% there. And then finally, when you come to the IFC Master, you would be at a 70% revenue share. So any revenue that you generate at this level, the IFC master level, then you would be keeping 70% of that, and 30% is retained by Franchise India. Now I'll quickly take you through, how you would be making revenue out of these services. I'll take you through an example. Say suppose now you've talked to an investor, right? And you've called up an investor, you've spoken to him, and the investor is interested in the whole concept, and he's asking you, okay, what is the next step? And that's when you'll be telling the investor that they're supposed to firstly register with Franchise India, and that is when we can go ahead and service them, right? When I say service, I mean we are going to be finding the right kind of brand for this particular investor. Now the minimum amount, and also see, you got to understand that there's a certain number of leads that will be given to you every month, a minimum of 50 plus leads. It will be much more, but we're saying that the minimum 50 plus leads you'll be receiving on a monthly basis. Now, supposing that you have gone ahead and spoken to a few investors out of this, and they're interested in this service that we're offering. Now, as I said, you'll be telling the investor that they're supposed to register with us. Now, the minimum amount for the investor to register with Franchise India is 30,000. Right? So the investor has to pay us 30,000, and that is when they can register with us for us to go ahead and service them. Now imagine, if you're, just talking to, out of these 50 leads, let's say you're just going to be talking to, say 10, investors in that particular month. So which means you're going to be registering 10 investors there. So which means we're talking about 10 registrations multiplied by 30,000, right? So overall revenue that you'll be generating for Franchise India is going to be 10 multiplied by 30,000 is going to be 3 lakh. Now 3 lakh is the overall revenue that is generated, but as you see here, you would be getting 40% of that as your payout or the commission. So 40% of that is going to be 1.2 lakh. So 1.2 lakh is going to be your payout for that particular month from the IA service, just the first service I'm talking about here, right? So that's from that's for the IFC basic level, you'd be getting the 40% of that. Now, once you've registered the investor, now you're obviously supposed to help the investor find the right kind of brand as well, right? So therefore, we call this as the IES, which is the investor servicing. And the fee that is attached to this is called as the investor servicing fee. Right. So once you've done the matchmaking between the investor and the brand, now both the investor and the brand is going to get into an agreement, and then they would go ahead and sign the deal. And once the deal is signed, the investor is supposed to pay us the investor servicing fee. Now, the minimum amount, that we, charge, or rather the investor is supposed to pay us as a investor servicing fee is 1 lakh. It can go higher again, depending upon the kind of investment that we're talking about, the brand we're talking about. But at a minimum, we charge, 1 lakh as the investor servicing fee. Now you already have 10 registrations that you're done for the month. So therefore 10 registrations multiplied by 1 lakh, right? It's going to be an overall revenue of 10 lakh that you're going to be generating as the investor servicing fee. Now here again, you're going to be getting 40% of that as your monthly payout or the commission. So 40% of 10 lakh is going to be 4 lakh. So 4 lakh is your payout that you'd be receiving from the investor servicing fee. Now, at the same time, once the investor has given you the fee, the brand is also supposed to give us the brand servicing fee, that is a BS fee, right? Because we have helped the brand, find the right kind of investor for them, right? So therefore, as part of the agreement, the brand is supposed to pay us the brand servicing fee. Now here, The average, I would say, the brand servicing fee ranges between 2 to 5 lakhs. It can go much higher, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 35, 40 lakh, 50 lakh and above, again, depending upon, the kind of investment you're talking about, the brands we're talking about, etc. Right? But on an average, or I would say on the lower side, we usually get about 2 lakh as our brand servicing fee. So you already have 10 registrations that you've done for the month. So therefore, 10 registrations multiplied by 2 lakh. So which means you're going to be overall generating a revenue of 20 lakh. Now, again, here you'll be getting 40% of 20 lakh as your payout or the commission for that particular month. So therefore, 40% of 20 lakh is going to be 8 lakh. So 8 lakh is going to be your payout there. Now, I've taken you through these three services: the IEA, the IES, and the BS. Now, there is one more service, on the third column that you see, which is the BD. Now, in this case, you would see a flat 20% across all the products that we got for an IFC, IFC Elite, IFC Pro, or the IFC Master. It's a flat 20%. Now, why is this? Now, what this means is that, see, when you, I'll tell you about this service first, and then I'll explain as to why it's at a 20% revenue share. Now, BD stands for business development. What this means is that, say, supposing you were browsing online, and you come across a certain business, or let's say you've walked into a salon or a restaurant or a hotel, and you notice that that those guys are doing really good business, that the turnover is really good, but they haven't got into the franchising business as yet. So what you do is you would just walk up to the owner of this establishment, introduce yourself, say that you're from Franchise India, and that you can help their brand grow as a franchising business, and therefore have a bigger share of profits as well, because of the sheer number of outlets they can open. So this is something that you'd be talking to the owner of that establishment, and nothing more, right? And then you'd have to just collect the name and contact number of this the owner of that establishment, and pass it on to us. Now, we have a specialized team with us. We've got a team that specializes in talking to these business owners or brands, and we would go about doing a deep business analysis, a deep study of their business, and then we do the due diligence and all kinds of study in terms of marketing and everything, in terms of understanding how we can position that particular brand in a manner that they will be able to successfully scale up as a franchising business. And we also will be helping this brand in terms of the investors as well, because as we talked earlier, we've got a huge collection or database of investors with us. So we will be positioning some good investors for this particular brand as well, so as to ensure that there are investors for this brand and that this brand is growing successfully, right? So this is what we will do. And we've got a specialized team. In fact, we've got a US-based, company called the FranCorp, which, Franchise India is, taken over in that sense. And the FranCorp team would go ahead and, do this consulting bit, understanding, this. So we are talking about a world-class, organization that is going to be doing this consulting, right? And now, the minimum, I would say the amount or the payment that the brand is supposed to pay us as the BD, which is the brand servicing fee for onboarding or taking this brand on board with Franchise India, is a 8.5 lakh plus GST. That's a minimum amount. It can go higher again, depending upon the kind of brand we're talking about. The bigger the brand, the bigger is going to be the brand development, fee. So the minimum is 8.5 lakhs. So just imagine, even if in a month you're just doing two business development cases, then we're talking about 8.5 lakhs multiplied by 2, which is going to be 17 lakhs. And you're going to be getting 20% of this revenue, that is 17 lakhs that you're making, and 20% of 17 lakh is going to be 3.4 lakh. So 3.4 lakh is going to be your payout or commission for that particular month for just doing those two business development cases. Now, why there's a flat 20% across all these levels of growth is simply because See, you're just giving us the reference, right, of the brand, the business owner's name and contact detail, and the rest of the hard work is going to be done by Franchise India and the team. So therefore, we still, but value the contribution that you're making here, and that is why we're giving you still a healthy percent of commission, which is a 20%. And 20%, as I told you, if you're just doing 2 business development cases in a month, then you're taking home 3.4 lakh as your payout of the commission for that particular month. Right, so this is the BD, the business development service. Now, when you come to the fourth, column, then we're talking about we already mentioned about 50 plus leads, that you'd be getting in as soon as you are aligned with franchising. In fact, it'll be much more. In fact, when you align with Franchise India, you also will be getting those focus leads, which means in a certain city or a region, let's say there's a certain brand which wants to propagate the business further, and they're asking for additional marketing or advertising. So therefore, we do that. So apart from these 50 leads, you also will be getting those leads through these focused campaigns that we do. Right, so those are the leads that you'll be getting, and as you grow through these various levels of IFC, that is IFC Elite, Pro, or the Master, you will be getting additional leads as well, right? So as you can see in here, you'll be getting additional leads as you go through each of these levels. And lastly, we're also talking about the CRM ID, the last column. So initially, when you join as a consultant, as we talked earlier, you will be receiving these leads, through a world-class, CRM again. And as you get to the next level, which is the IFC Elite, you get a 1+1. 1+1 meaning one is your CRM ID, and +1 is the additional CRM ID that you get, because at that level, when you reach the IFC Elite level, you'll be doing some serious amount of revenue for yourself, and therefore you would need extra hands to help you. So that is why we're giving you this additional CRM ID, and you can have an employee. You can have an employee where you pay them salaries, or you can even have friends and family to help you out, and you'll be doing some good revenue there where you can afford to keep an employee and pay the salary and still make good profits as well. And then you come to the third level at the IFC Pro, you get 1+2, which means 1 is yours plus 2 additional CRM IDs that you get. And the last level, you get 1+3, which means apart from you can add 3 more employees as a part of your team. Now, this is the services that we offer and the kind of benefits that you get in terms of leads and the CRM. Apart from this, you also will be getting benefits in terms of the additional payouts, or I would say the cash incentive that you get from the brand side. Now, what this means is that, see, every time you do a matchmaking between the investor and the brand, and then there's a deal that is signed between these two parties, then the brand goes ahead and pays you a certain amount as a cash incentive. And the brand is doing this because the brand also knows that every month you receive a minimum of 50 plus leads from Franchise India. And so therefore, every brand wants to increase the number of outlets they have. So which means that they need more investors for them. So that is why, the brands pay you something like a, 75,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, whatever that might be, as a cash incentive, so that you bring more investors to them, right? So this is called as a cash incentive, and this is exclusive of the 4 different services I took you through, which means Franchise India cannot take a share out of this. We cannot take a 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever share out of this cash incentive, which the brand is directly paying you. It is directly paid to you, right? And then apart from that, there's also something called the working capital, which is, paid, to our consultants. So there's a certain amount of money when you achieve a certain target, there's a certain amount of money that is earmarked, for your expenses. It could be for, say, for example, you travel to another, region or a city or a country, and you can use that for your travel expenses, your flight charges, or any other kind of expenses that might, come your way. So you can use that. That's called the, the working capital that you get to make. And then there is also these, the foreign trips that we arrange for our consultants, and this happens every quarter, right? So when I say quarter, which means the last quarter, January, February, March, it was Bangkok. That is where we are taking our consultants. So when you achieve a certain revenue, then as a target, then that we set, then you'd be taken to these places, usually a 3-night or a 4-night kind of trip, and all the expenses are taken care borne entirely by Franchise India. right? And also, if you achieve an additional, certain revenue that we set as a target, then you also get the opportunity to take your spouse along, for this international trip. And again, all the expenses are taken care by Franchise India. And this quarter, the April, May, June, this quarter, we have aligned, Bali as our international destination for our consultants. So this is the kind of international trips that we are arranging, for our consultants. And why are we doing all this? Why are we providing you all kinds of incentives, the trips and everything? Simply because we want to ensure that you're happy and motivated to work with us, right? And then it's also for the fact that this is a revenue sharing model, and when you are doing good revenue, it also means that we are also making good business. While reach an IFC master level, you'll be making 70% of the revenue, and we'll only get to keep 30, but we're still okay with that, because you'll be doing some serious business when you come to through these various levels of growth. So this is how it's going to be overall as a payout structure. Of course, there are many other incentives that we roll out from time to time, and I think this webinar or the forum is not enough for us to talk about those aspects. So I will skip that bit of it. But otherwise, this is how it's overall going to be as far as your payout structure is concerned. Right, for the next slide, Sanjay, if you want to add anything more that I might have importantly missed out.
Correct. So I
Please
think
go
these
ahead.
are all businesses which we have, and very rewarding, because this is not the time wherein you can get every information. So friends, please feel free. After this webinar, we'll give you more understanding on one-on-one, so that we understand if you have any questions that we will also answer. But largely we work on these two communities, and rest everything we do provide to you. Only we have to match make. But it is, as we discussed earlier, it is return on involvement, return on your intelligence. These are two ROIs in this business. That's how the growth ladder is also showing, that if you want to grow further, faster, you have to involve yourself into this business. Nothing would happen automatic, but it's a platform which works. And sometimes we take very, very big ticket value deals also that happens, and investor also give us that because of the platform. Brand coming to us, Reliance to all big brands coming to our platform only because of the platform, because that's a trust and confidence which we have built. And so do for our company, which what we are doing in the last 27 years, we are replicating the same for you. So if you are there with us, so we have to make you successful. That's what the only idea is. We have completely selection based, and after selecting both sides, we will definitely become the partners. If someone who's having something else as a dream project, or something else as a opportunity you want to invest in, we will definitely pass on that in lead to our partner, to our consultant, who would regionally and locally help you to get that opportunity. But otherwise, if you see, there's a lot of opportunities like this in the market. Absolutely no. This is the only opportunity which we can full confidence say this is the low cost and high rewarding, but not for everyone. Not for everyone, because if you are into multiple businesses, you feel I have got a Sunday available or Saturday half day available, let me do it. Absolutely no. That's why we do a lot of selection, filtration. If really it suits you, and we will advise you. Otherwise, we will definitely have another opportunity for you. And that's it for this slide. So we can go last slide now. How you can become partner with Franchise India is, there's only one license fees which is we charge. That's 6 lakh plus GST, which is one time. 3 years would be the agreement period. All 3 years you don't have to invest anything. That will be all done by us. This is a brand fee, license fees, or joining fee, and that is must with Franchise India, wherein you can take our license, and then you can work with us. Thank you so much for being there with us, because we have taken extra 20 minutes in this webinar. So we really value your time and really value your interaction with us. A lot of questions we have seen already in the Q&A box. So rest, we will do one-on-one meeting with you. All our leaders will reach out, have a discussion, and you also have discussion. And you have any question, please ask, and we'll also do some questions. And if we really feel we have 10-minute introduction, then with our chairman, and then if it suits both of us, we look forward for the partnership, and we will invite you next training, which is going to be in the month of June. Till then, once again, thank you so much for joining in, and thanks a lot for your patience and time in this webinar.